Good afternoon. Hello, hello. This is PugTales episode number 25, I believe at least. And we are in a plus 13 Siege of Borealis. Cool. So this is what the talents are looking like. I haven't really changed anything recently. Everything is pretty much exactly as it were a few weeks back, honestly. There really hasn't much. Got a bit more Blade of Justices, all of the all of the standard Blade of Justice stuff is pretty much in here. In terms of other talents, we have obviously Blind, we have Cleanse Toxins, because there is a disease towards the latter half of the dungeon that should be dispelled. But that's about it. So this is currently what this looks like. We have... I assume that there's going to be some level of a rogue skip. Our tank, whose key this is, specifically wanted a rogue. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to scoot this down just a little bit so you can see. Slightly better, maybe.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Let's see. Could we all just die to? Shattering Bellows? I know that I got doubled, shattering and then straight into a brackish bolt, which obviously sucks. But you know, that sort of thing does happen, unfortunately. You know, the entire goal of, you know, like there being kind of kicks and trying to get through, you know, these large pools alive is that you try to get as many of those kicks as possible. Sometimes it's just not possible, right? Like, especially after something huge like that goes on. The immediate thought is to just... What we're doing. Okay. Okay.
Your survival wasn't necessary.
Gee? Unfortunate. Okay. Hopefully this goes alright. Alright, not too shabby, not too shabby. Got some pounces going off. I mean, this is a pretty tame pull, if I'm being completely honest. Don't know if this kind of a pace is going to allow us to time this key, especially with the level of DPS we've got. But I am not going to complain too much just yet. I am of the proponent that slow and steady is a completely viable option, and I mean, up until maybe like the ranks of maybe 14s and 15s, I think slow and steady, completely viable. 14 and 15, you probably cannot be doing slow and steady anymore. At that point, you kind of need to pull like a maniac. And especially on certain dungeons as well. Like, there's certain dungeons that have plenty of time. Unfortunately, this is not one of them. And you'll notice, you'll understand why as things kind of get close. As long as there's no full wipes, I think that we're going to be in okay shape.
Is that gold fused with something else? Titanic earthing technology enhanced with magical augments.
It's stiff today. Oof.
Intruders approaching. Activating
Our healer is falling behind. Seems I'm the person that he is kind of neglecting. That's okay. Fine. Plenty of tools, except I just didn't press him because I thought that he was going to like throw a singular heal my way. It just didn't happen. Obviously we can try to play safer, but yeah, I mean, I'm just falling behind the whole time.
Looks like the main door is locked. Either one of these paths should lead us to an access console.
Well, I think this is one of those dungeons. We're probably going to be just a little bit too slow because, well, we lost 6, so that's a minute and a half already. Yeah, and our damage is just okay. Yeah, just okay. Jesus. Sorry. Really? Alright, there we go. Alright. Looking a little bit more lively. Giga dot on me. Wait, our healer is just kind of running off. I mean, I understand he's like following the tank, but you know. Please, we should release. We need to save the beat razes for bosses because we're going to have them, and it's kind of frustrating to already know that you're going to need, you know, battle reses for the bosses. Typically you would want to just send it, right? But clearly our healer is maybe just a little bit, you know, like, we have to compensate for the lack of the fact that we have somebody who can just plain throughput heal. Yeah, I mean, that guy just died to 5 alloy bolts. GG.
Lasted a little longer.
So that makes a lot of sense. It was his first time healing, and healing a 13 rather. Yeah, I mean, it's just really unfortunate, right? Our guy, Vile Shots, was the person that accidentally pulled the extra pack. And that pack just you know, it's a patrol that goes back and forth between the two always. He just didn't run closer towards us and ended up pulling that extra pack, and immediately that's just game over. There's nothing that we can really do about it because there's nowhere really to run, right? And yeah, so that's it. GG's. I reckon this week we're going to have another fails video, just because I don't have enough successes, unfortunately. We hit that 14 yesterday, I want to say. And today, you know, it's been bust after bust.